The Supreme Court has let stand a law that some employers have used to change their health care plans in order to escape paying the bills of workers who suffer from AIDS or other so-called catastrophic illnesses. President-elect Bill Clinton has promised to make the fight against AIDS a top priority, but for those who have the disease, financial relief can't come too soon. Mike Betcher reports on an unconventional way to get out from under the AIDS medical bills.
The fingers still gracefully work the keyboards. The legs, however, painfully strain to touch the pedals. AIDS is claiming another victim. Terran Brown is dying. While he is living, though, Terran has decided to enjoy one benefit of death. He sold his life insurance policy to an investor who gave him part of its cash value. He bought a car, paid his bills, set aside money for his family, and kept enough to pay medical costs.
Once you know that you have a terminal illness, by taking care of all your matters up front, it relieves you of the stress of wondering what's going to happen at the end.
There are hundreds of thousands of Terran Browns in America in a ghoulish catalog of the dying compiled by one company. Potential investors are given a listing of terminally ill patients, the value of their policy, how much it would cost to acquire it, usually around 65% of the policy's value, a T-cell count, which indicates the stage of illness, and the life expectancy of the patient.
In effect, the investor is betting on someone's death, and that is somewhat ghoulish. But for many people, that's the only way that they've got to get the lump sum of money to keep them going.
You never planned on being terminally ill.
As the number of AIDS victims grows, so does the industry. About 24 such companies now advertise their services.
Life is full of choices. But what choices do you have when you're terminally ill? Selling your life insurance policy for cash can give you back some of those choices.
Steve Simon is the president of a Miami Beach company which purchases the policies of the terminally ill. He believes, as many states now do, that there is much potential for abuse in an industry whose clients are the desperate dying.
The stress level is incredible. Their need for financial relief is very, very dramatic. And we are, for all practical purposes, a matter of last resort. They've exhausted every other possible way of getting liquid.
You're still on the DDI?
Yes.
Each week, Terran Brown and his doctor monitor the gradual decline. He has conceded that he cannot beat what he cannot control. He can, however, control his mind. In the time that's left, he will not be desperate.
It relieves a tremendous amount of pressure. So the pressure of the financial situation is just gone, you know, and it helps me to put things into perspective. I have accepted the fact that I have a terminal disease.
There's a lot of mental anguish because you're signing a paper that someone thinks you're going to expire in a year and a half, and I'm sure there's a whole, mindset that has to deal with that. But the people who go through with it, in my experience, are just very relieved, and just very relieved.
Terran Brown cannot take it with him, but he can take it now. Mike Betcher, NBC News, Miami.
Let's hope this is something that is helpful to all these people that are suffering from such a horrible disease.
Indeed. We will be right back.